opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Come on, Zach.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Get set. Like any egg. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15. Let's go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 20, and he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The D tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Throwing on third down, Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Y'all playing the wrong football. 15's the mark.
They're going for it. It's Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On the delay, here's Breida. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Travis Kelce, touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Third and long. It's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Watson to throw on third down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now it's Breida. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Breida with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Let's go.
On second and 11 now. Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The Eagles on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike 50. Oh, get him. Get him. 6 guys. 24. Get him all.
Watson just beating the play clock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Trips over here. There's overload. Hey, 80's yours.
They are going for it. Here's Watson going deep for Hopkins. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So that's
I ain't gonna be able to do shit.
an
This
interception.
nigga, Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, and Aaron Donald on the D-line.
Maybe we should look at the defense and just give
I
them a
have
whole
no
lot of
time to
credit.
do a
They've got
damn
them
thing.
frustrated right now.
Jesse Bates made the tackle
I
from
don't
a
even know who
safety
the
spot.
fuck this nigga is. He
When we
on
see
the
those
ball
runs to
with
the
it. He got an
perimeter, we see those
X-Factor.
runs to the edge. We think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
This is Breida. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Back to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They'll try and run for it on first and goal.
Man, y'all say my team stacked. My team was nowhere near stacked as this shit. Do you not see who all this nigga has on his line?
Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
I don't even got the option to fucking. I don't got no type of blocking to seem like.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up.
This shit is ridiculous.
By Deion Jones, the linebacker.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They're complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, first and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby. Shit. Tight dog. Smooth.
Second and 10. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits.
There's no way he should have. There's no way he has enough money to get Aaron Donald, Khalil Mack,
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And he completes it to Wilson. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Second and 6. And he's got his target.
I'm there.
It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A.J. Green. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Double tight. Double tight. 4 down. Check. 4 down. And go.
Now Watson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Watch the twist. Hey, slide 59.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He's got Fuller. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Let's go, boys. Pick 6 all day. Don't throw my son.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
In your face.
After the interception, here's Watson. Now he'll escape to his right. He's going to take... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
5. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Green brings it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's going to loft one deep left side, and this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? He said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
second and 7.
Watson off play action, rolling to his right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Safe. Get it towards down. He's coming. Mike, 51. 59.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
He's coming. He's at 31. We got double up.
Throwing on second and long. Watson, and he's going to go down again. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level, and when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Throwing on third and long. Watson forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. Fourth down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going for it. It's Watson. And my goodness.